Alright guys, welcome back for another Dokkan battle video, and we are going to be going over some major news that just popped over here courtesy of Cody 99% or at Cody B Dumbass. So huge shout out to this guy. So we're going to be talking about the revival skills. So this revival skill is again a new mechanic that they're going to be, showing during the 6th year anniversary. Again, usually with these big celebrations like Worldwide Download Celebration and anniversaries, they usually introduce some kind of mechanic, like the Partner Super Attack mechanic, as well as the Exchange mechanic. So again, this is going to be a revival skill mechanic, and it appears that you actually have to get KO'd or die in order for this to activate, because when this animation or when this revival skill actually activates, it plays the KO, death, / game over screens, which is this in the code. And then before you continue on to the game over screen, and then you log out of the event, there is going to be a character cut in. So again, this was kind of expected. So another character is going to cut in. If you want a slight comparison, I guess you could look at Legends Red Cell. So with the animation showing that your character has been defeated, it then cuts to Cell then reviving and becoming, I think it is revived like Perfect Cell or whatever. So again, that's kind of the same thing that they're probably going to do with this. If we were to take, for example, not Cell, but maybe Boo, Kid Boo when he gets blown up, or Fat Boo when he gets blown up by, Final Explosion, Majin Vegeta, the revival skill could be then, it cuts to then Boo, all of his purple pieces coming back and forming Boo once again. So I think that's kind of how it's going to play. An animation plays, boom, let's use Boo again. Boo, all of his little pieces come back together, and then there you go, you have your new character, or the revival character, which is going to be, in this case, Boo, for our example. So it'd be your screen dims from death, of course, then plays the cut-in, the animation, and you revive, and it says that bosses can use and also disable the revival skill mechanics. Revival skills use a counter to show the buildup of the revival, so it's not as simple as you die and you revive, you have to build up for it. Okay, so that's actually really important to actually talk about. So you can't just actually die. So it's not going to be like Legends, where in Legends, Red Cell, you have to kill Red Cell in order to get him to transform. So it appears here that the revival mechanic is going to be something that you can charge up. And I think because of that, you can actually, I guess, maybe use it without actually dying, is what it is implying here. So once the revival skill activates, it can change the entire card art, such as adding Pikkon to a Goku and Vegeta card in front to represent the save has been used. Alright. And then with this, the entirety of the card number file can be changed, as well as the card BG folder for it, meaning the arts can be completely changed down to the quote. Alright, so basically you're going to be getting a new character with this revival skill, is basically what Cody is saying here, where again, once you get the new character to come out, whether it be, like we said, Cell, Boo, whatever kind of character it is, immediately the character that comes out is going to have their own art, going to have their own, little dialogue that it has in the art, their own name, everything. So it's going to be a completely new card that comes out. And then he used the example of adding Pikkon to a Goku and Vegeta card in front to represent the save has been used. And then it also says you can preview the card costume in the scouter of the card on a banner. So say if the one of the banner units has this mechanic, you can actually preview what the card art for the revival character that comes out on the scouter, which is going to be really nice. With this, some characters, he puts an example here, would be Blue Evolution Vegeta could have, after receiving 10 attacks, revival can be activated, and the art would change from cracked armor to shirtless. Okay, so it doesn't actually necessarily have to be that the character dies. Kind of taking what he says right here, Evolution Blue Vegeta, where he does the final explosion, and then the condition being 10 attacks, so he gets those 10 attacks, then you can use the revival mechanic. The animation plays where maybe he does the final explosion, and then he goes from like broken armor Vegeta from fighting Jiren and Topo to then being the shirtless Vegeta with, like, say, the bruised arm. And then, of course, that Vegeta would have his own art and everything. Revival mechanics act like counters in that it happens during the battle part of the game, not the beginning or end of a turn, so that's nice to know. So it can happen at any time, kind of like counters. You know, you can't stop a counter. Revivals can be a transformation, okay, so that's important to note, but they don't have to be. However, cannot deal damage, sadly. The efficiency type has spaces for the animation like counters. Alright, so kind of going over this, what we're getting from revival mechanics is that they kind of act like transformations, but again, they're transformations that literally switch either into a completely different character with their own card art, with their own everything, or it can be kind of like with Evolution Blue Vegeta, where he kind of goes from saying, you know, like where he has the full Saiyan armor, with it being cracked, you know, of course, with all the fighting, to then him being, you know, shirtless after, say, doing the final explosion, if that's the animation that plays. So, it can be used anytime, and you can't cancel it, I believe, once you use it, kind of like a counter, like he says here, because, again, counters are not something you can just cancel, but bosses can disable it. So, let's say, for example, they use, I don't know, they make, Frieza legendary event, the legendary Frieza event, if I can only talk, you know, say Angel Golden Frieza, you know, the last boss, can cancel revival mechanics. So that's basically another thing that revival mechanics have to look out for. And they're gonna have conditions on them, so, like, again, going back to the Blue Evolution Vegeta that he's saying here, after receiving 10 attacks. So we'll see what Dokkan does with this. Again, hopefully they don't shaft them, they don't make it super specific, because again, I think maybe doing this whole receiving 10 attacks thing is pretty good. It's pretty reasonable, especially if, say, you're like in Extreme Super Battle Road. The revival mechanic's going to be pretty good. What else can we kind of talk about? Again, the revival mechanics, they're not something that happen when you die. They have to be charged up over time, so again, it's not like a second life, per se, because again, unlike Legends, where like Legends, it literally gives you, you know, a second life, again, Cell being the only unit that has been able to do this so far, where literally you die and then Cell then revives, and he has a new health bar and everything, so that is important to note. And let's go back to here to see if there are any other news. Actually, let's take a look at this for Legends. Again, so that's going to cover the Dokkan part of this video. Again, you guys can tell me what you guys think of this revival skill mechanic. Personally, I think it is a very good mechanic. It's extremely interesting, and I'm actually really excited to see what they use it for. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about Legends, and everything that came into the Legends now. I mean, I don't even know if it's called the Legends now, or, oh, never mind, it's called the Legends and stuff. So what they revealed is, again, this guy's gonna get a Zenkai, another Zenkai, and then they're gonna have a Legends All-Star with a Dragon Ball Saga Yamcha and a launch. So finally, the Dragon Ball Saga is gonna be getting some love over here on Legends. Excuse me there. Just more art for the banner. What else? Allergies are killing me right now. And then we're going to be able to get the Super Chrono Crystal, so unless, you know, you're a whale. Good lord. Can't even record a video, Jesus. So again, Super Chrono Crystal available unless you're a whale or unless you're someone willing to spend money. This is really not gonna matter to you. We keep scrolling up. These are gonna be the details for Yamcha. Let's actually go over this right now. So actually, no, let's pull it up over here. We might as well go over the units. Let's see what these units are gonna be like. I'm actually quite intrigued because, you know, they're finally going to be giving, like I said, the Dragon Ball Saga some love, which I think is really good. So let's actually pull up Launch. You're already there. Let's pull up Launch. Let's go over here, and then let's pull up Yamcha. So he was green. Let's search him up Let's do green. He should be one of the top ones, right? There you go, Yamcha. And then, if this could maybe load a little bit faster, let's pull up another character just for reference. So let's see, let's talk about launch first. So launch is going to be range, so we need to get a range type unit. Let's bring, who's a range type unit? Let's do super full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Alright, let's put him at 2 stars, just because, again, I feel like the average player, if you do decide to summon on this, you're probably gonna only pull one of them. So, just looking at it, strike attack and strike defense. Launch does have the upper hand in strike attack. She has the disadvantage in strike defense. Blast attack and blast defense. Launch actually has better blast attack and defense, so that's a plus for Launch right there. Oh, never mind. She has better blast attack, but she has slightly lower blast defense, but not by a lot. Going over what she does, main ability, give me everything you got, reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 3, so very good main ability. Plus 40% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and minus 5 to own arts cost for 20 timer counts. Pretty good. Unique Menacing Woman. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 40% to damage inflicted, really good. Reduces damage by 35%, also super good. I mean, this launch is starting to look very, very nice. I mean, stealing 3 Dragon Balls, plus 40% to damage, and then when she enters the battle, plus 40% again. So if you, switch in and use her main, that's 80% to damage. And she has damage reduction. The following effects occur when this character evades an enemy's attack. Draw a special arts card next, activates once. Increases, oh, she gets card draw speed for dodging. So that's nice. Okay, whose idea was this? Plus 30% to blast damage inflicted for 10 timer counts every time this character uses a blast arts. So basically you want to chain blast card arts with her, because again, if you're able to do that consecutively, that's going to ramp up very, very quickly. Gain attribute upgrade, minus 15% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 10 timer counts upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. Don't necessarily know what this means, but it does sound to be pretty good. Inflicts all enemies with 2 substitution counts when enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. Alright. Dangerous Shot, plus 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. 20% chance to inflict feint on hit. And I want to just say, if there's background noise, I do apologize for this. The heater is annoying as hell, and I don't know why it's that loud, but it is. Mysterious Hidden in a Sneeze. Ignores ally substitution count and immediately switches characters. Applies the following effects to allies upon activation. Restores ki by 50. 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. The following effects occur based on the number of defeated battle members. 1 or more battle members. Restores ally health by 15%. 2 battle members. Restores own banishing gauge by 100%. Activates 3 times. So she is going to be... Okay, so she just buffs red, and then if you get her all the way to 3 Dragon Ball Saga, which is going to be really good. And 45%, that's extremely good. 45%, God, that's a lot actually. And then Yamcha, you are a melee type, so let's go over here. Let's find a melee type. Let's pull up Jiren actually. See if we can find Jiren. Where are you? Jiren's got to be here somewhere. Let's pull up our boy Jiren. There you go. And then... yeah, melee type. Alright. And they're both green. Okay. So let's put them at 2 stars. And let's put you at 2 stars. Alright, so strike attack and strike defense. Jiren does have better strike attack, but less strike defense right off the bat. And yeah, Yamcha has significant less strike attack, which is a little bit concerning. Blast attack, blast defense. Again, blast attack, Jiren has better blast attack, but blast defense goes to Yamcha. Yeah. Actually, no, he has, less blast attack, so that's going to be an issue. And then, of course, yep, Jiren's got the better attack, but again, Yamcha's got the better defense, so that's really nice. Alright, so his main ability draws the ultimate arts card, Panzer Faust, restores his own ki by 40, 30% to damage inflicted, restores own vanishing gauge by 100%, so already very, very nice. Of course, this is a little weaker than Launches, but again, it's because he actually restores his vanishing gauge by 100%, which is really good. Infamous Bandit, 60% to damage inflicted, 30% to critical rate, 30% to critical damage, cannot be stacked, so he immediately gets this. This is extremely good. Randomly draws one new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Already really, really good. Randomly destroys one card. Cunning Payback, reduces damage by 20% when battle starts. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. Reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1, activates twice. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts. Reduces damage by 20%, so in total he's going to have 40% damage reduction. That already is starting to look very, very good for Yamcha. 30% chance to inflict heavy bleed on his strike. Wolfang Fist deals major slice damage. The following effects occur on hit. Draw a special arts card next. 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed. Mr. Handsome, his special arts card, restores own ki by 40. Cancels own attribute downgrades. Reduces enemy ki by 40. So just like Fusion Zamasu, he reduces enemy ki. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received. So very, very good. I mean, this Yamcha's starting to look very impressive to me. I think he might be better than Launch, but again, we'll have to see in-game how that works. And then his ultimate deals massive explode damage. Let's see what Jiren does. Also massive explode damage. Restores own health by 25%. Reduces enemy ki by 70, so that's very good. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrades minus 150% to ki recovery for 5 timer counts. Blast armor when charging. And then, of course, I think he's going to be Dragon Ball Saga as well. And green and yellow. Alright, so I think Yamcha, of course, has the better Z ability. So, again, Yamcha looking very impressive. So, those were the units. Let's see if there's anything else we can go over in terms of content. Revival mechanics. So, many people are already covering this. The new EXE Roshi. There's going to be this new Roshi, not Yoshi. Let's quickly go over him. Main ability draws a special arts card next, restores all ally health by 20%, shorten ally substitution count by 5. When it occurs with every time when faced with an enemy. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30% to damage received. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 10 to special move arts cost. Inflicts all enemies with 1 substitution count. Restores own ki by 100 every time when faced with an enemy tag girls. The following effect occurs when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 45% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Reduces damage by 30% for 15 timer counts. Shorten ally substitution counts by 1. Applies the following effects to allies when this character is switched to standby. Restores ki by 50, 15% to damage inflicted for 20 counts. So this Roshi appears to be good, but nothing, really out of the gate super good, absolutely crazy. His special move deals major impact damage, reduces enemy ki by 60 on hit, so that is really good. Special arts card, 20% to damage inflicted by all allies for 20 timer counts, 30% to special move damage inflicted by allies for 20 timer counts. And then he's going to be buffing Blue in Dragon Ball Saga. So, quickly going through this. There's going to be a new Super Scout battle. This is obviously going to be Hybrid Saiyans, Lineage of Evil, and then Dragon Ball Saga. Anything else? Because I know there is something else. So there's going to be this new Just Try to Surpass Me Vegeta. I think this is going to be for Chrono Crystals. And then, of course, the Super Sparking Scout battle. We already went over that. The Chrono Crystal, the Super Chrono Crystal. And then, I think these are going to be new equips as well. So, Final Flash, or Final Explosion Majin Vegeta. And then Dr. Gero in his lab. And then, I think that's it. Returning story events. Legends Road Trunks. Go Forth Galactic Patrol. It's snack time. Again, the Scout Battle. And then the new Vegeta one. And then, of course, Ultra Space Time Rush. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Just the banner. Of course, the new units with it. Zenkai. Returning story events. The Galactic Patrol is always welcome back. Again, that gives you a lot of tickets as well as energy. The new It's Snack Time. I don't know what this one is. I don't think I've ever seen it, but just like this guy puts it, more content, no way. Because again, Legends does lack in terms of content. So I think that is going to do it for today's video. Alright. Oh wait, I think these are the details for Trunks. But that's a lot of reading and I don't have the patience for that. So anyways guys, that is going to do it for today's video. And I'll see you guys next time.